What's up, Wargamers? We're back and we've got some more models to review with you guys today. And right now we've got our hands on one of these hard to find Guard Myphitic Blight-Haulers. So for 25 bucks you can pick one of these up in theory from your hobby store, but they seem to be sold out just about everywhere. And this is an easy build kit, currently the only way to get your hands on one of the Myphitic Blight-Haulers. So let's go ahead and open these up. I've already taken off the plastic wrap and we're gonna take out the contents from inside. So for 25 bucks, this is a decent sized model. And that's it. So we've got a base with some 3 holes already put into it. We've got 1 sprue, and then we've got a booklet. So in this booklet, I'm assuming this is a model meant to be a quick and easy add-on for people who have the Dark Imperium or one of the other starter sets. But it can go together without glue, just like some of the contents in the easy to build starter set. So here's the rules, and it looks like there's only 1 stat line for it. So let's take a quick view of that in case you guys haven't seen the stats before. Although I believe the whole codex is out anyways, but we got 10-inch movement, 4+ weapon skill, 4+ ballistic skill, 6 strength, 7 toughness, 8 wounds, 3 attacks, 8 leadership, and a 3+ save. So you could take up to 2 additional ones in the same unit, and these guys are making up a fast attack choice. So for weapons, it's got Bile Spurt, which is Assault D3. It also can have a missile launcher and a multi-melta and Gnashing Maw's mouth, which is basically its mouth. So it does get the disgustingly resilient rule, so it's going to be able to ignore wounds on a 5+. It also has Putrid Explosion, so there's a lot that you need to know about it. Even Trilobe, it says add 1 to all hit rolls made for this unit whilst it contains 3 models. So having 3 of these guys dropping 75 bucks on a full strength unit will have some benefit to you in the game. And I didn't do a full rules dive there because that's not really what that's all about. Let's go ahead and let's get this easy build model put together. Rather than just snapping it together, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take out our tried and true Citadel glue. So plastic glue in particular, this is the thin variety. The thick variety stinks in my opinion. So let's go through. We need to bust out piece number 1 and let's find out how quickly we could build it. Although I don't think it'll build as quick as I hope it will. So we need a body and a track. Part number 1, part number 2. Well, I see the 3. Found part number 2. All right. We're carefully going to cut those out. These are the side cutters that come in the Start Hobby set. So these are actually GW side cutters. I do recommend these when picking them up. Get them in that hobby set. But the glue that comes in there is really a joke, piece of junk, in my opinion. So I think they may have gone and mislabeled something here in this, or not even put the 1, it's hiding right there, okay. Because I was going to say, that looked just like the part that I was appearing to be missing. So how you guys doing so far? You guys hanging in there with the hobby? Getting a kick out of 8th edition yet, or are you just new to playing? I assume by the time you guys find my channel, since I'm not one of the bigger channels out there at this point, that you probably are a little bit more of a veteran into the gaming scene rather than one of the new guys, but you never know. All right, so we're going to need to pre-fit this and see where it connects. You know what? I'm just going to glue it from this side because I see it needs a little glue love there, and then it touches right there and right there. So this plastic glue will fuse that plastic together. Now it says to get piece number 3. I did find that one was easier. Just that 1 was on there so small on the frame. Pardon me for taking this out of view for you guys. I gotta get better at keeping all this build stuff right inside this square. After all, that's what I got the square for, right? So we'll do a little test fit. And let's get ready to put this guy on there. So we want to line them up. never put one of these together yet, so this is brand new to me. It's probably going to be brand new to you guys if you're looking into it, but we're moving right along. So we got the back track kind of done. It's going to go in there like that. All right, so moving right along, we need part number 4, which is part of the maul on the underside. I feel weird calling it a maul. Just a jaw, a mouth. Wonder if that's a British thing, or picture it being like Old English. But then again, Old English is a drink that people like to drink sometimes. All right, drink some OE. Dab a little glue on there. Woo! All right. Pop that piece on there. So we got the underside going. Next up, the instructions say we need to take part 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and we're going to build out the front claws, front tractors basically. So this is part number 7. That's going to go with part number 8, which I've identified here. And then part 5 is going to go with part number 6. So we'll set those to the other side. These are kind of like a mirror image of each other since they're the front treads. There you go, treads is a better word for them. They've got a cool bug-like design, kind of a Tyranid-like texture to their tread pattern. All right. Now let's pay close attention to how these are supposed to go on. So 7 says it's supposed to go here to there. Okay, so we're just going to put a little tiny bit of glue in there. And not sure how you know it's on all the way, but it is making contact. So okay, so we'll set that there. We'll come over to this side. And this guy's got to go in there like that. All right, so we've got these, and then now these are going to be inserted into the underside. So we're going to need to put a little glue there. And I can already tell this, well, I probably put too much in that one. This is going to require a test fit of some sort. Oh, might not. Seriously? That did not go on properly. All right, note to self. Makes a little bit of contact right there with a piece. So be aware of that. All right, let's get this lined up here. And we're going to test fit this into the tri-holes here. Kind of triangulate them in there before your glue dries, otherwise you're going to have a hell of a time. And now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of glue from the bottom side. Probably not the smartest idea, now that I've said it out loud. So probably don't do what I just did there. Alright, now we got to do parts 11 and 12, but we also need to put together 9 and 10 to make the rest of the multi-melta. So we are going to break that off here. Get a little glue going on that bad boy. pick it up and squish it together. So there we are, we've got the multi-melta. Now we need to get parts 11 and 12. So it's like a 2-part upper shell carapace. Okay. Whoop. Missed a piece. Hiding out all the way there in the back. I feel like I left a little bit hanging. I did. Okay, let's trim that off. Did a sloppy job on that. Not afraid to admit it. Alright, now we're going to need to put a little bit here. You're going to have to give this a firm push into place. A little bit firmer than you would have thought at first. Now we need to get part number 11. That's going to be the missile launcher part. Found it. We're almost done, just a couple more pieces and this guy is assembled. Painting him up should be a snap, especially considering if you've checked out my painting Death Guard hack and the army green spray paint that you could purchase that's way cheaper than the $19 Games Workshop one. It is a different color, however, but being super flat, it really works out well with washes and things like that. So I've done a painting Death Guard technique, which should work on the outer carapace for this guy. So it's time to mount it. Alright, so we're going to want to put a little bit of glue here on the peg, and then here in these little joints. That's where this is all going to rest at. So let's go ahead and push that in. That's what it's looking like already. And then by the time we get this one last piece on there, it looks like there's only one more piece left in the kit. We're going to carefully clip this guy away. Alright, so we'll have to do a painting tutorial on this one. I knew when I first saw this model that it was going to be a fun one to paint up, so time will tell. I'm going to add a little bit of glue here into these peg holes so I can make it official. Are you one of those guys that likes to paint things in pieces? I've never quite really done that myself. I know some people will like paint all these individual pieces then glue them together. Not that type of person. That is a sweet model. So just like we've done with some of our other videos or more recent videos since we got this better camera, we'll go ahead and take some still shots of it close up for you guys to be able to check this out. Stay tuned for some more Budget Wargamer. We've got more videos coming out this weekend.